Hello folks, this is Transit Joe here, and we're doing part 2 of Richmond Heights today, as requested. We're on Bethune Drive right now. A little bit of facts about Richmond Heights. Elevation is 10 feet. It's bordered on the south side by 152nd Street, on the north side by the Cutler Drainage Canal, Canal C100, on the west by Florida Turnpike, and on the east by the same canal. It covers about 1.6 square miles. 9,000 is the population. Averages about 10 feet above sea level. That's why they call it Heights. So we're going to cover a little part of Richmond Heights today. More. Got a building there. It's about the only building I think here, one of the very few, and the duplexes and duplex section, triplex, yes. So there's another apartment building. Okay, we're now on Lincoln Boulevard, and we're going to turn right here on Booker T. Washington, and we're going to circle the area where the duplex and the apartment buildings are, which is mostly the western areas of Richmond Heights. There's an organization that right now the name slips my mind. I'm getting old, but I think they have their headquarters right here on this building. But it's they have once a year what they call the Founders Breakfast, and it's supposedly a big event celebrating the history of Richmond Heights. So as you can see, these parts here are mostly adjoined homes, townhouses. Now we get to see some two-story homes, and it looks like it's some more modern construction. As we proceed here on Lincoln Boulevard, let me tell you a little more about the history of this beautiful neighborhood. The area was purchased, how many acres it was, but it was purchased by Captain Frank C. Martin. He was a Air Force captain, then Pan Am captain pilot, and he had established he had admiration for African Americans that fought with him during the war. And when he after the war, he purchased quite a few acres, and it was affordable housing for those African Americans who served in the services. That was a requirement. They had the VA plan set up for them so they could become homeowners. It was out in the woods back then, really out in the woods. And but his dream was to, without any controversy, you know how segregated things were back then, create an area of well-built homes. He made sure they were well built, and that's why they're still standing. None of that shoddy constructions or anything like that. No wood or frame or anything. He made sure that it was they were quality homes, and they all had a minimum of 75 by 100 lots. He asked for the streets to be curved, not only because it looked better than the square city blocks, but he thought it would prevent, speeding. Sidewalks all around the community so kids can walk and play, and even a school that was named after him still standing today, and a couple of churches. And that was just the start of Richmond Heights. He made very little money out of the construction, but it gave him great satisfaction. And that he was honoring the vets that served with him like this. I think back then it was $25 for down payment on a home, and the average price of a home was like $8,100. Unfortunately, in 1952, Frank C. Martin died in an automobile accident near Lake Placid. Construction kind of stalled after that, but then another developer who had the same interest as Captain Martin took over, and that was E.J. Pollock. And one thing I didn't know until recently when I researched is that this area here was served by a bus company also called the Richmond Bus Company, with service to downtown South Miami and downtown Miami. At least the portion between here and South Miami, Captain Martin requested and implied or implemented where there will be no segregation on the bus, no colored sections, anything like that. At least from here to South Miami. So E.J. Pollock took over and started the building process again. And this is a beautiful neighborhood with a lot of history to it, as you can see by the homes. And I think that's Frank C. Martin there. This is Boggs Drive. They have their own little dump here. See what I mean about the streets all being winding and curvy, and actually it gives the neighborhood its character. So I think we accomplished what we set out to do, was to show the different part of Richmond Heights that I left out on my previous video. So we're gonna shut it down. I hope you found this video informative. Hit the likes, subscribe. It's free. It's not gonna cost you anything. It'll help me a lot. Bethel Church, it's a historic church. So we're back on Lincoln Drive, and we're gonna shut it down. 93 degrees here in Richmond Heights. Y'all take care. Have a good one. Stay sober if you're on the road. Stay dry. It's supposed to rain later. And stay safe, most important. Know what I mean? Y'all take care. Bye-bye.